But you said the M word. It's the B word.
Oh, $10 billion.
Yeah, they're going to receive now over $150 billion of their assets will be freed this week. This week!
And they didn't get that stuff back?
No!
I would say, well, okay. All right, come on. You got a good look at it. Now, come on, give it back. And
so we can't verify with the GPS because they got the GPS of where they actually were. And so Obama goes on to give his State of the Union address, does not mention this incident, does not mention the capture, but he does mention the Iranian nuclear deal as being the greatest political thing they've ever accomplished.
It's just mind-numbing. It's mind-numbing. Who was it? It might have been Trump said I would never allow that.
No, he did. He came out loud and clear and said that would never happen to our military anywhere in the world. It just doesn't happen.
Have we ever had pictures like that of our military people ever?
Jimmy Carter.
Military people?
That's when, no, maybe not military people, but that's when Trump referenced Obama to Jimmy Carter.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Iran needs a wake-up call. I mean, massive carpet bombing.
Oh, well,
they need a wake-up call.
Senator Tom Cotton, a Republican representative of Arkansas, told CNN that the Obama administration seems more intent on protecting Iran and the nuclear deal than getting American soldiers back. Cotton said this is an example of how much the nuclear deal has emboldened Iran, while adding that this is likely an effort by Iran to humiliate America and Obama before his final State of the Union address. Maximize leverage with the emboldened hand President Obama gave them with the nuclear deal.
I don't understand. I don't know why they can't say, Obama or a representative say, look, guys. Let me put myself in Iran's shoes. Okay, so Brian decides, we're going to make buddy, and I'm going to give you so much massive amounts of money that you've never seen this kind of money before. Brian's going to give that to me. And meanwhile, I have a chance to humiliate him. After this deal was made, do I humiliate him or do I not? Yeah.
What's more fun?
Let's go humiliate him. Doesn't the thought ever cross my mind? Well, he couldn't renege on that offer and not give me whatever he said he was going to give me. I better play it safe and choose not to humiliate.
Right.
But they didn't do that. Well, I don't get it. I mean, weren't they even a little bit concerned about us ripping that carrot away?
No.
And what does that say about how bad the deal was that they know that it's for good?
Well, the Iranian government has used this as massive propaganda for their people and nationalism, if you will, to rally around what the government is able to do. We're holding back those dirty Americans and to show ISIS that, America can be had. Look what we just did.
We just defeated their navy.
Remember when China called them a paper tiger? Or Japan called them a paper tiger back in 1940? Yeah. Yeah, they are that paper tiger.
Right. Right, and they proved it.
Absolutely. So Ben Shapiro on Wednesday came out and he wrote this story about Barack Obama has a history of humiliating photo ops associated with his full-blown radical Islam denial syndrome. The burning consulate in Benghazi juxtaposed with Obama partying it up in Vegas with Beyonce. The dead bodies of ISIS-slain partisans juxtaposed with Obama telling the world that ISIS could be fought with a climate change summit. Corpses in San Bernardino juxtapose Obama simultaneously telling a national audience that ISIS was contained. Perhaps the worst one happened on Tuesday.
Yeah, that sums it up.
The 5 big lies that the State Department told about this whole ordeal. Lie number 1. This was just... Oh, hold on. The village... Okay. This is I had to get in character for Joe Biden.
Oh, Joe Biden said this. Okay.
This is just standard nautical practices.
Standard nautical practices?
Joe Biden on CBS, and this is no big deal. He added.
Wait. Put it. Everybody on their knees with a AK-47 to the back of your skull is standard naval nautical
practice.
For practice. Standard nautical practice. This is what they do on the yachts. And you know he's all over the yacht. He's in the villages taking turns on yachts.
Whoa. Along with, Bill Clinton.
Right. Oh, he took...
Bill Cosby.
No, Bill Clinton would take the airliner, or charter planes, or whatever you call them, the Air Force One.
The Air Force One.
Air Force One, to these islands where they would have the little girlies, underagers.
The secret code word for Air Force One was Mile High.
Oh, no, it wasn't.
I don't know, but that sounds good.
That does sound good. Hey, Mile High is almost here.
Yo, whoa.
Actually, they're gonna go around a couple circles.
They're gonna fly the pattern a couple times. They're not finished.
What's the button you press on the elevator to stop it between floors so that you can make out with the girl in there?
Like the emergency button?
Yeah,
No, but the alarm would go off. Yeah, I guess the emergency.
So that's what they do in the plane. They got, oh no, we're going to stay up for a while.
Stay up for a little
bit. I thought
bit.
they were, where's the plane? It was supposed to land hours ago. I don't know.
They're still circling.
The pattern's full.
It is. The pattern is full.
Wow.
So, Joe Biden said it's no big deal. He added Iran rescued the soldiers and acted as any of the ordinary nations would do. This was before the pictures came out.
Oh, that makes sense. Because I'm like, what is he talking about?
2, they're being sort of afforded the proper courtesy that you would expect. The disturbing pictures say it all, but this was just from Josh Earnest.
Ernest said this.
To CNN.
Did they not see the pictures yet?
No, they didn't get the pictures yet.
Well, they got to say what they got to say.
There was no looking for an apology, Joe Biden, off the rails, but the video of the sailors apologizing to the Iranians. Yeah, that kind of stinks.
So sorry.
I also want to thank the Iranian authorities for their cooperation and quick response.
Yeah, they were quick, all right. They had the guns in the back of those guys' heads quick.
John Kerry in the supposed rescuing of the sailors.
Alleged.
The alleged. And 5, this is a testament to the critical role that diplomacy plays. John Kerry.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, they went off the rail, and here is a clip on Live Leak. Apparently, it's an international show because you don't get this in America. This don't be played in America. And you'll hear the Iranian general leader, the guy speaking, so you'll hear like the wrong language. You won't hear English. But there's a person in the background speaking English, so you'll hear it. But check this out, and I'll stop it right as it starts to play, right after it plays the Americans speaking.
This is Press TV's Top 5. Thanks for joining us. Iran has released the U.S. sailors after arresting them within Iranian maritime borders into which they had trespassed by mistake. Washington has thanked Tehran for the way it handled the incident. The commander...
Washington has thanked Tehran, Iran,
the way that they handled the operation.
Yeah.
The Islamic Revolution Guards Corps Navy says the sailors were...
Islamic Revolution Guard. That's who picked them up.
Well, that must be pleasant.
The Islamic Revolution Guard. How are we not at war with them?
That's the first time I've ever heard of them.
Okay.
Freed after U.S. officials promised such mistakes would not happen again.
How do you... They broke down.
We promise it'll never happen again.
We promise we will never break down again. We promise.
So international news is saying what's really going on.
Okay.
Here's more.
Iran's Islamic Revolution Guards Corps has released 10 American sailors arrested over trespassing into the Iranian territorial waters by mistake on 2 combat vessels.
That is a gun. They've got guns on that ship.
That's not a dinghy. I mean, it's not huge, but it's not a dinghy.
Right.
After the U.S. sailors admitted that they entered the Iranian waters by mistake and their diplomats promised not to repeat such mistakes and sort of apologized, our officials decided to release them. They were handed over to a U.S. warship by Iranian vessels.
It was a mistake. That was our fault, and we apologize for our mistake. The Iranian behavior was fantastic while we were here. We thank you very much for your hospitality and your assistance.
Rear Admiral Fadavi said there was a woman amongst the U.S. sailors who was treated with.
Does she not look humiliated?
Oh man, she looks like she just got pulled in from the rain.
Right. She looks like she just came back from, that dark room where only she went and not them.
She looked like she just got back from a chewing out. Like somebody just totally went off on her about how horrible she is, and then they said, all right, get in there for the interview.
Put this thing on your head. Cover your head.
Right.
Respectfully by Iranian troops. Fadavi also criticized the Americans for acting unprofessionally.
Within the 40 minutes during which the Americans were arrested, it turned out that they were under psychological pressure and did not act in a professional and responsible manner. It seems they have been or will be disciplined by the U.S. authorities because making such mistakes in the Persian Gulf, which is a very sensitive region, is very dangerous. The security of the Persian Gulf is the security of the whole world.
U.S. Secretary of State also thanked Iran for releasing the sailors.
I also want to thank the Iranian authorities for their cooperation and quick response. These are always situations which, as everybody here knows, have an ability, if not properly guided, to get out of control. And I'm appreciative for the quick and appropriate response of the Iranian authorities.
Iran's foreign minister has said dialogue and respect, not threats and impetuousness, swiftly resolved the issue of U.S. sailors. The arrest of the American sailors has cast doubt on the U.S. Navy's efficiency in the Persian Gulf.
As much money as the Americans spend on their naval vessels, it would be very embarrassing if their navigation system simply didn't work. They didn't know where they were, especially in such a territory where they have to have such accuracy, because that could cause an international incident. But whether it was to save face or even if it was true, so be it. The Admiral did the correct action and made something that could have been an international disaster go over very smoothly by releasing the Americans.
In his comments after the release of the Americans, Rear Admiral Fadavi noted that the IRGC naval forces are in full control of the Persian Gulf and the Strait of Hormuz, and that what the sailors did could have led to a disaster unheard of in the U.S. history.
I am actually freaking outraged. So they show us apologizing and thanking them for their professional behavior while they criticize us for our unprofessional behavior.
Right.
The thing is they're making it sound like, well, they're not. First of all, they're not specifying exactly what it was that was behavior that they consider unprofessional. But
they don't need to.
But I can only assume that maybe what they meant was that driving into the wrong area is unprofessional. But it could be that they're calling the reaction to them showing up to arrest them unprofessional, but they didn't say what that was.
Right.
They just said they acted unprofessionally. So, whatever. It's an embarrassment.
Okay, remember when the nuclear deal was going down and we talked about this, how there were prisoners being held in Iran while they were talking about the nuclear deal?
It wasn't even brought up, yeah.
No! No, Kerry, you don't know. John Kerry said they were on their minds every time. Man, dagnabbit. Somebody slipped. They forgot about them. So they didn't even talk about them.
Right.
Nothing ever happened.
So you're saying it was because they forgot about him?
I think they didn't even care.
I thought Obama actually said, whoa. Huh. That would be throwing mud in the water. We don't want to muddy the water. We want to keep this clear. We throw in the sailors, and all of a sudden it's going to look like we care about them. Not the sailors, but the people that they're...
One was a Christian pastor.
Right. If we act like we care about them, we give them ammunition.
Right.
in the negotiating table. We can't act